Hello everyone, welcome to episode 50 of Childe watches Deltora Quest. So I'm betting, nobody's watching this, but I bet you guys are wondering what the delay has been on review, basically any content on this channel. And I'll put up a little update video when I get the chance, but now's probably not the best of times. Hold on, iTunes just popped up a video on my feed. Okay, now we are recording and this stuff is all working. Anyway, what happened? Not much. They were locked away in a tower. Leaf just rescued them, and that's about it. But yeah, I'm pretty sure most of you guys who are watching that I already know none of you guys will. Oh, anyway. Reason for the delay: school is really hard. I am in the final stretch of school, just like I am in the final stretch of this, and let's just say differential who's the next king, yada yada yada. Differential equations and engineering physics 2 is not fun. Not at all. And it's gotten to the point where basically I have no time to do this anymore. I can't. I sometimes get little glimpses of time to do this, but for the most part, that's usually when I work a full-time job, by the way, in case you didn't know, but usually it happens right after that. And whenever I found out that whenever I work a full shift at work, I don't want to do anything. I want to sit down and play video games. But I'm gonna have a little update video, my first ever update video since starting this channel, about what's up and what's going on. But you'll just have to wait for that right now. More than likely, it will come out shortly after this. It shouldn't be that hard to edit. And you may be wondering, where's the 1-year anniversary video? It's recorded. I just need to sit down and edit it, and I'm just a lazy ass like that.
Now bring it here.
So yeah, Leaf's about to hand over the belt.
This can't be easy for you, I'm sure. I can't imagine what you must have gone through to collect those 7 gems. And now you have to give them to me.
Could it be? Leaf, please listen to me.
What?
Father, I'm here. We got all the gems. The belt is whole again. But now...
Jared, can you hear me? Are you all right?
He's fine. You can see him.
Especially now that I know that you two have completed the quest. I knew that you two would do it. Thank you.
I've had about all I can take of your family reunion. Bring me the belt. Do it now.
No, don't. He must never be allowed to have it. What happens to us isn't important. We are but 2 people. That belt will save all of Deltora from the Shadow Lord.
Shut him up already!
That's how you're gonna do it? That's
care.
super inefficient.
Father...
Well, Leaf, his life's in your hands.
Don't do it. Don't. Oh, we already know he's gonna do it, but don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, is he not gonna do it?
Leave, no!
Don't do it!
Oh, I guess he is gonna do it. And that little emotion right there made it look like he wasn't gonna do it. I mean, he was not gonna. I don't know. I'm just confusing you guys at this point. Anyway, on with the show.
I want the boy to watch every minute of it, as he's the one who condemned them to their fate.
Yep.
It'll be all right, my son. The future of Deltora is all that matters right now.
He's right, Leaf.
I'll protect the belt. Because that's what I promised my mother and father from the very beginning!
Oh, he's not gonna do it. What do you plan on doing, Leaf? They can just stab him. Where did that barrel come from? Where are these barrels coming from? They seem... okay. That's it? I didn't know the 2 people... I might need brushing up on this lore a bit, but I didn't think the Taurens knew magic like that, but maybe they did. So this is oddly convenient, especially considering that Steven can just kick a full-grown barrel like that with no problems.
Save your parents! Come on, Leaf. Let's go.
Yeah,
You bet.
Where'd you go?
Don't worry, I've got this one.
Oh, Doom, you're, up. Apparently.
Thanks for helping me out.
Never mind.
Father, are you okay?
I'll be fine, Jasmine. Don't worry.
Oh, what's going on here? Is that tar? I can't remember what that's.
See,
I can't remember, it's been so long.
Purple moss, Marin?
Impossible.
I think that, like, causes blindness or something.
Hey,
That's how
Quinn,
they
nice shooting.
fended off the...
Practicing. Hey,
From the Shadowlands, has hooves and lots of
under
teeth.
control.
I can't
Let's go
remember.
and set your
Brawl.
parents free, Leaf.
That's how they
So
fended off the
fast.
brawl. Oh, what do you plan on doing with this sword, buddy?
This has gone on quite long enough.
Believe me,
You can tell it's
just
evil because it
beginning,
has the
fellow.
Shadow Lord's
Go
engraving
now.
on it. Sorry if I'm not really speaking up here. It's, I'm not sure how to describe it. Today's actually my first
Okay?
kind of real day off in a while. So I guess I'm a bit more relaxed than
No time
usual.
for that now. Get out of
Anyway,
here while
back
you
to the
still
show.
have a chance.
Oh, hey, you're
You're a
barefoot.
true friend, Barda. Get going, Jared. You know this is my fight.
So, also are part of the battle apparently. Man, they just... I don't like how it just fluctuates between the Ulls. How they're like, oh hey, we're super tough to kill, and then all of a sudden, oh no, we're chumps.
You saved me once again. Thank you.
Boom, boom.
Do you have any idea who I am? I've been waiting for this day for a long
But
time.
Barda, you don't
see, I made a
remember
promise
him.
17 years ago to protect this
Oh.
palace and all who lived in it. For my friends, but most of all for my mother.
Oh, is he about to reveal
I will
what happened to her?
destroy you.
We'll see.
Guess not. Okay, I don't know how you're getting out of this situation, Pharaoh, something like that.
Wouldn't strike down an unarmed man now, would you?
Then I suggest you quit whining and pick up your sword.
Barda, why would you let him pick up his sword?
That was easy. I knew you'd be soft.
Ha! Do you really think that weapon's gonna help you? You'll never beat me! You know why? Because you're nothing but a coward! And
Notice how this is like the same. Oh, never mind. I'm a liar.
Ridiculous ideals will fail you in the end, just as they failed your people the last time.
Okay, all the guards are dead.
That's it?
All that's left is Fallow.
Come on, just finish him off.
Now do you see, human? It's impossible for you to
How?
defeat me. Give up.
You're embroidered with the
You've
Shadow
already
Lord's
lost the
magic.
fight.
I will give up when the rightful heir is returned.
I don't know if you've been paying attention a whole lot, but that magic hasn't exactly been effective recently. Oh, who's gonna fall down? Is it gonna be Fallow? It's gonna be Fallow. Very PG. That's not even PG. It's rather G, to be honest, right there. So I guess he's dead. He doesn't look dead, but I guess he's dead. You got revenge for your mother, Barda. You must feel so proud. So whole. Though now that I think about it, I don't think Barda ever knew his mom got killed by a Fallow. Though that really wasn't Fallow, it was a copy of Fallow or something like that. I don't know. Okay, we got Lee's parents, we got the belt. I don't know what we gotta do now.
My boy. Words can't express the gratitude.
This is
I
such a
feel you.
deviation
You
from
made
the
me
book
proud.
that it's
And I
really just strange.
Oh, Leaf.
I probably mentioned this in a
So
previous
wonderful to
episode,
see
but
you
in the
again.
book, what's his face? They basically get cornered. The resistance fails, and Leaf gets separated from the group after Jasmine
What do you
finds
mean,
out that
Jared?
Doom's. her father.
No, his name's Doom. He's a friend of ours.
Is it really you? My friend.
It's been a long time, Endon.
Oh, we're just gonna reveal it right here, right now. Oh yeah, something I forgot about.
What did you just call
The preview for the last episode just straight up spoiled that.
Hold on. I don't get it.
I did it to protect us.
He couldn't tell anyone. It's the only way the plan could work. You were safe as long as no one knew the blacksmith and his wife were actually the king.
So
and
what's
queen.
Doom staring
But
at
that
right there? He
means-
was a bit cross-eyed.
It was all Jared's idea from the very beginning. On the same day the Akbabas attacked the palace and took the belt, I shot a golden arrow, signaling to Jared that I needed his help. I wasn't sure that he'd come to my aid after what I'd done to him. But he did.
It leads to the chapel.
Who goes there?
So that's kind of a...
My name is Jared. I'm a blacksmith by trade. Did you just say your name is Jared?
That's a nice little
Yes, you.
switcheroo,
You found my
to
note.
be honest. Because if you
You've
actually
come.
switch their spots, he actually does look a bit like
You're
Doom.
Endon? Can you ever forgive me? I never should have questioned your loyalty to me back then. You were right all along, Jared. I've come to realize that you were the only one I could ever really trust. I'm begging you, please help us.
Though if something I have a bit of problem right here is
Whatchamacallit.
anyone,
Now please.
I don't know how
Face
they
better.
don't look very similar, so how could they just switch spots that easily? It's kind of a bit of a plot hole in terms of the writing, but you know, they had to deviate from the book
You may be
somehow.
wearing a crown on your head, but I can still see it's you. I hardly recognized you with that beard.
Are you alright, Endon?
Slave Smother the same?
Yes, Sean, I
it
am.
might be the same. I honestly can't remember.
It's
That
all
was
right.
like episode
This
11,
is
or,
Jared.
so it's been well over
I'm so
40
pleased
weeks
you've
or
come to help
so.
us.
Your Majesty, I am here to do what I can to fight whatever this evil is that plagues Deltora. But we must act quickly. We must go to
Funny
the
enough, I
tower
don't
so
think
that
that's the
Endon
same
can
voice
reclaim
actor
the
as
belt
Doom. It
and
doesn't
its
sound the
powers.
same, but then again, voice actors
rule
are
doesn't
talented
allow me to do
like
that.
that.
Forget the rule! Endon, how long are you going to live your life by that nonsense? You don't understand.
There are no excuses. You are the king, Endon. I believe that means that your duty to protect Deltora is far greater than any need to obey the rule.
We must get
I
the
bet
belt
you,
now.
I
Let's
bet
hurry
you,
to the
like,
tower.
I bet a lot of money that that's the same,
By then, the Akbabas had already taken the
that's the
gem.
same framework
could
for
do
the, like,
was
episode
run
11
from
or
the
10 or
palace.
something like that. Whatever the flashback episode was. I bet it's the same framework, they
Please
just
take this,
switched
Your
out,
Majesty. You'll catch a
whatchamacallit.
cold. How generous. I see you're with Childe. Do you know when? It's in early autumn. I hope both our babies are healthy and
Wow,
safe.
they
I
look
do as
really
well, Your
similar.
Majesty.
That's weird.
Please, you can call me Sharn. And what is your name? That's very kind of you. My name is Anna.
One day, all 7 gems will be found.
But what if I'm no longer here when that day comes? It will only recognize a descendant of Auden.
You have a wife.
Endon,
What is it?
I hate to tell you this, but you've already lost the trust of your people.
What?
Only someone who holds the trust of the citizens of Deltora can wield the protective powers of the belt. It seems the Shadow Lord realized this early on, but he waited patiently.
If only I had been a stronger king.
If only.
I had listened to you.
My dear. You mustn't blame yourself for all of this. Besides, all is not lost. Our child will also be a direct descendant of Auden. If the Shadow Lord can be patient, so can we. We will hide, but not for ourselves. We will do it to protect our child, and to protect
I
our
really
future.
wish I had more to say,
In
but
time, we may
there's
go to the grave,
honestly not a whole
but our
lot to
child will
say.
live to lift the evil from the land.
This is basically a flashback that's reversed. Actually, I think this is the same scene as before. Yeah, this is the same scene as before. They just switched, clothes.
At first, I couldn't let them do it. But in the end, Jared and Anna went into hiding instead of us. Ever since then, your mother and I lived here in this house as we imagined Jared and Anna would have if they had stayed behind. As a blacksmith and his wife.
Father, are you
So funny
saying
thing
that
about a
you're
trade of a
King
blacksmith, you'd think he would get a lot of reoccurring
me.
customers and stuff
As
like
you know,
that,
Anna
but
and I first went to the Torrens.
then,
but they refused
whatchamacallit.
us.
And now I
Without
think
any
about
other
it,
safe place for us to go, we ended up in the forest.
that
And that's
no, that makes a ton of sense,
made a
actually.
home there.
The
We lived
kings of
happily.
Deltora were trained to be blacksmiths, because that's how Auden made the belt. So it would make perfect sense how he would just suddenly learn how to be a blacksmith.
I never saw her again.
Well, it's kind of weird how,
took me to the
I guess
shadow
Doom
arena. They
has some
forced
kind of
me to fight
blacksmith
brawls
skills.
for
Sorry
their
about the
amusement.
yawn right there.
Guess
What
that's
else
where
is
I
there to
lost my
talk about?
memory. Before today, I couldn't remember my escape.
We just
from the
got
shadow
exposition,
fence.
exposition.
My dear
No
friend,
payoff.
Please forgive me. You've suffered so
It's
much
been
since we
16
parted.
minutes since I
should
hit
have
the
been one
record
who went
button,
through all
so...
that.
Don't you see? It was worth
My
it
eyes
for this
just
day.
I don't know.
So, if
I
you're
have.
the king,
I'm nearsighted in
that
one
means
eye and
Leaf's the heir
farsighted in
to
the
the
other. So
throne.
if there's tiny
So then
text
it was
in the
me the
distance, I
whole
can't
time.
really read it.
I'm the heir. It's me. The heir to the throne.
Yeah, another rather jarring plot hole.
I'm in shock.
Why would you send
was
the
so
heir,
convinced
the
that it was
only
Dane.
person who can wield
And
the
then
belt,
I figured it
out
was
to get the
Jasmine.
gems?
But no.
To prove himself?
It's me.
I
I'm the
guess,
only
but
one who
there's
can wield the
like
belt
there was like a
and claim the
95%
throne
chance
of
that he would get
Deltora.
killed.
That's right. And I couldn't think of
Oh,
anyone
we can
better
just
than
make
you, Leaf,
another.
to be our
That's
next
not
king.
exactly
Now
the
then, let's
point
go kick
here.
some Shadow Lord butt.
You can't just
Oh, yeah,
try
I'm with
again.
Jasmine.
You know you're a natural leader, Leaf. You're gonna be a great king.
So yeah, it's kind of weird that they put the big reveal so far into this.
What I don't understand is that
I'm
the
guessing
belt
this
didn't
episode is
respond
just
at
going to be
the way
all
I
set
thought
up
it
because
would,
it's got like
the way
3 or
it
4
did when
minutes
Auden
left.
wanted it.
Leaf, come here.
This is just going to be all set up. The Akbaba or the Shadow Lord is just going to show up and ruin everybody's day. Then we're going to find somehow to end this.
Rid our kingdom of the Shadow Lord.
I kind of look
You
forward to
followed in
that
Auden's footsteps and
because
gathered all of the gems. So
okay, I'm
why
gonna
did you
be
do this?
upfront. I originally planned on doing a fake out ending for this where I was gonna go, oh, okay, the story is done, the blah 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 happened, and now we are done. It's here. What? Fallow's back.
It's Fallow.
But I saw him fall.
He's got to be an all.
That was the slowest, most unconvincing stab ever. So, Leaf, that didn't help at all, because Jared just fell like 20 to 30 feet.
Listen,
Also, Fallow's still up there.
I failed my
You should
people.
probably do something about
I
him.
know.
You got that
will
archer
make the
gnome,
same
don't you?
mistake.
Just have him shoot him,
My
have her
son,
shoot him in
you
the
must
heart.
destroy this evil for me.
I will. I won't let you down.
And it's really weird that Fallow would just play dead for that long.
Come back here, coward!
Coward! Your mother was a hamster, and all that jazz. You're just gonna...
Stop and fight!
So, kinda odd that we're sending the heir of Deltora out to
What
kill
makes
this
you so
chump.
sure you're Auden's heir? To me,
And
you're
don't
just
tell
a
me that
common
he's not a
rat,
chump. He's
and
a
not very
chump.
smart.
He hasn't done
You were
anything
the next king of
protective,
this wretched land.
protective,
Don't you think the belt
productive
will
at
shine
all
brighter and give you
in this
immense
whole
power?
entire series.
Or is it
He
magic
sat and
lost
cowered in
forever?
front of the Shadow Lord. He doesn't really run things well, considering that the Grey Guards just kind of pillage
Ridiculous.
everyone
You
and
couldn't possibly
torture
defeat
them.
me. I'm the
So,
master's favorite and ruler of
I really
you and
don't
your
know what to
people.
say. Okay, what do you plan on doing with those, buddy? So, his hand is hard as steel now? Because he clearly just cut his palm against that sword. Such thrilling action, guys.
Glowing with the sunshine. As a boy, I remember hearing stories of how the belt shone like the sun. At last, we have found Auden's true.
Okay. Where are we going with this? Can we just end the episode? It's been 20 minutes.
getting
Just
this?
push him off the edge or something. Let him fall like the last fallow. Wow.
We of the Door tribe are not one of Deltora's 7.
It sounds like one guy just went leave, and they're just looping it over and over again.
Lesson of all, that as long as the brave do not lose hope, justice will always prevail. Listen, Lee.
Oh, hey, they're actually starting to put some effort into it.
People of Deltora entrust in you. The hearts of those who believe in you. That is your strength.
You cannot defeat me, because I am not alone.
Okay, we're getting all Persona up in here. Okay, is that Akba? Oh, I thought he was gonna eat him. So, notice how the dramatic change in scenery right here.
That's right. Be afraid, you weaklings. For now, you shall face the wrath of the mighty Shadow Lord himself.
Another rather strange thing, the Shadow Lord actually shows up here. And in the books he doesn't show up at all, which is a bit weird too. Yeah, that's the end of the episode. Not much really to say. All it was half exposition, half limp sword fighting, and a whole lot of boring. 2 more of these left, guys. I'm pretty sure many of you have given up well far into the show by now, but in case you wanna rewatch it, it's there. Anyway, not much else to say. Expect an update video here pretty soon. I'm probably just gonna blitz through these last couple of episodes. You should see these up pretty fast, and I guess that's it. Well, I'll see you next time, guys, in the final act.
This is crazy. I thought we dealt with Fallow already, but he's back again to launch an all-out attack on me, and I can't afford to lose. I'm counting on you, Barda. We can win this! Next episode, Battle of the Akbabas!